Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video here on techgooch, and this is back to another video review on networking products. So TP-Link sent me over a set of their deco home Wi-Fi kit. Basically it's a 3-node wireless mesh system, to get out of the gate, I've already done a product install video last week and have been using them kind of ever since. I will link directly to my product install video on my Geek Smart channel, so go ahead and check that out if you have time as well. I will note this as well. I did a wireless setup on the Geek Smart channel, tried doing wired setup, and it didn't work for me, basically because I didn't do that wired setup correctly, and I didn't really show that part. But these can be wired and or wireless setup. So just so you know, basically set them up wirelessly and then move it to the home section of the home for wired setup. But have them set up prior to actually moving into that, and that's the best way to do it from what I've noticed. That said, it is a wireless mesh system. It is a 3-node system. That's how this pack at least came. And very similar, if you've watched my review on the Eero router system, the Velop, to be honest, they're a 2 Ethernet port system with a power port. Now in this case, it is a USB-C power port, which I do like. Actually, is one of my favorite things about these guys compared to all the rest is that universal power port there. And it kind of gives you thinking for future things, right? But the connection, these 2 wired connections can be shared to wired devices. In that case, you can also when you plug in your modem to the main system, it doesn't matter which one you plug it into, it's going to connect either way. And that's kind of the universal setup for most of these mesh systems. Is most of them don't have an internet port, right? A wide area network port. It's going to actually figure it out based on where you have it all placed. And basically all 3 of these nodes are the exact same device. It's just that once you set one as the primary, it is the primary, and then it shares it to the rest of them. Setup on these guys goes through the Deco app, which you can get through the App Store or the Play Store, and you set everything up through that app, and it actually is really easy and quick setup. I have to give them credit. I had no problems with the setup pretty much. There was, how fast it was. It tended to be faster than my Linksys Velop setup. And about the same amount of setup time as the Orbi was for me to set up. It went smoothly, and I have to give them credit. It was a very, once it worked. I mean, I had no problems with it. So that worked really, really well as well. The downside is it's not going to be quite as fast of a system as, say, the Orbi or the Velop system out there. Then again, it's not marketed as that. It is well, as you can see, it's an AC 1300 system. It is a slower wireless network system, but it's also not marketed at that $500 price point. You can pick up a 3-pack of these for $250, literally half the price of what the Linksys Velop is going for. So comparing these throughout the whole mesh systems that I've actually tested so far, not the fastest. I would actually put it close to par to the Eero in terms of the speed and capability. Eero, I like the app a little bit better, but at the same time, these guys worked really, really well, and they set up very, very easily, and they worked each time that I set them up. So I had to give them credit for that, and I also didn't have to do any restarting of any of these nodes throughout the entire time that I've actually been using them. So that's always a big plus in my book. If I don't have something that's disconnecting and reconnecting, or I have to disconnect and reconnect, that's always a big plus. So other thing of feature that I did notice during my setup, if you watch my setup video at the end, I noticed that I couldn't assign a static IP address to my devices. I don't really do that very frequently, but I do have my main desktop computer that I always set a primary IP address to, so that I can connect to it no matter where I'm doing, directly at the same IP address, and I can link something, so a certain port to that IP address. As of I am creating this video, there is still not an option that you can actually assign a static IP address. TP-Link has already addressed this, and it is coming. So there will be a firmware update on the Deco that you will be able to do that. So that's awesome. They're actually listening to the community. Obviously, it's a new product, and there are going to be a few speed bumps along the way. But as of today, not a bad product. Gets you really good Wi-Fi throughout a larger home for a much less price than other competing mesh systems. So that's where I'm going to put this. This is going to be in the category of Wi-Fi for the masses. People that don't have $500 to spend on a router, but have a larger home that need better Wi-Fi coverage. I'm also not going to put this in gamer category, right? But gamers have a little higher demand, and they're going to be looking for something more of a standardized router that is built for gaming. But aside from that, for the price, this is well worth a look into, because for literally half of what develop large system costs, you can look at a 3-pack of these guys. And I didn't mention yet the fact that the big difference between this system and the other systems on the market is the fact that it has what they call home care. TP-Link likes to state that it's the most secure wireless mesh system in the world, because it actually has support with antivirus and anti-phishing capabilities to keep your network as safe as humanly possible. Of course, it has parental controls and everything like that, but the integration, which actually in the app is where you set that up, and if you watch the install video, I do kind of go over that a little bit, really quick but you have, 2-year support, 2-year warranty, everything on these videos as well, but you have the capability of keeping your network as safe as possible with these guys, which is a little bit different than what all the other guys are doing. So highly recommend checking it out. I will post a link at the top of the description where you can purchase these directly if you're interested. And if you do purchase through that link, you are supporting my program, and I want to thank you personally. That said, guys, if you have any other questions about this system, post them below. I'm happy to give my 2 cents or 3 cents or 5 cents with anything you have for me. So that said, please check us out through the links in the description. Please share this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you've tried the deco out. We'd love to hear what you think of it as well. That's what the comment section is for, and let everybody know what you have, good or bad. Let's keep the dialogue going. If you have any questions for me, you can find me at techgooch on all the social media, as well as the techgooch.com, where you can contact me directly. That said, guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for TP-Link to send this over to me. To be honest, like I said, for the money, not bad. It really isn't. It's actually a pretty solid system for the money. So check them out, and we'll catch you on the next video. See you soon.